adjust the light. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all well. It always looks good before I go live. So welcome everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And I hope everybody is well. My name is Pink Bella. I'm live today on December 29th. We're going to talk about 2022 prep. Lots of stuff's happened this week. Lots of stuff's been happening. Many people have been having really interesting dreams, myself included. So I wrote down a whole list of things that we can talk about today. And I hope everybody's well. Let me know who's here, if you can hear me okay. Welcoming all Starseeds, Lightworkers, empaths, 144,000, twin flames. Let me see if that's a little bit better. Okay, so we can still see Gaia and that lighting is a little bit better. Awesome. Yay. So yeah, I just wanted to come on live because so much has been happening. Excuse me. We are clearing the throat chakra in a big, massive way. Aloha, Roshni. Welcome. And aloha, Sue. Yay. Yeah, so much happening. So much has happened just this week and it's only Wednesday, right? It is Wednesday? Yes. Okay. And I knew from the cards that I pulled yesterday that there was lots happening. So I'm going to share, please, if you have any questions as well, like for the group or you want to share something. Yes. I'm going to talk about that as well. That's on my list, Roshni. Share where you're from, how things are going, how you're feeling. Massive upgrades and shifts and changes and light codes. And you can hear it in my voice. The whole left side, like I woke up this morning, the whole left side of my head is in rewrite mode. Super interesting. So it's impacting my sinuses, my throat. But I'm feeling much better and I have so much more clarity today than I've had all week. So let me know how you're all doing, okay? This can be labeled many things. I know that it's ascension integration, and it's also integration with what's being excreted out there. So this video is going to be called 2022 Prep. I'm going to go through some of the things that I was guided to share about, and then I want to do a Q&A with all of you as well. And I want to talk about the cards that came in. Everyone, aloha. And okay, it just went out of my head. Just that we absolutely, for many of us, we're really tidying things up. You know, there is no time. However, the 2022 energy is a different focus. It's a different energy, and we've all been prepared. Aloha. We've all been prepared to move forward into mastery. So many of us are receiving a lot of mastery lessons this week, or we're healing, we're integrating, or both. And I'm here in the Pacific Northwest, northwest Seattle, in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. We're in an Arctic flow situation. We've had the coldest weather we've had for years. They're talking about possible lakes and rivers freezing over so people can go ice skating, which is something I did as a kid, and it is very rare now. But as usual, there's been intense weather here all year. There's been intense weather all year. So if it hasn't been drought, it's been flooding, and now it's freezing cold temperatures. Yeah. So what did I want to share about first? I'm going to talk, I think, about the cards that came in yesterday, and then I'll go through the list as well. Yeah, aloha, everybody. Yes. So we're all in mastery. We're all, I've been talking about this since July, all being called up as Starseeds, as Lightworkers, as 144,000. I'm also I'm one of the 144,000. I've known that for years. I don't know if I've ever actually said that on camera. I did talk about it in the transmission that I created on Monday. Soul missions, life purpose, incredibly important. Even if you think that what you want to do, or you're not even sure what you want to do, you're being called up because the collective is at a very slow pace still. Many people have woken up, but we're needing to sort of hold the frequency together in new ways to help bring everybody forward and awake. Okay, so I'm going to talk about ascension symptoms, portals, the 22 chakras. I rewatched The Matrix last night, and I'm going to watch it again. Yeah, awesome. I'm going to watch it again, and I'm going to take notes, and I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about Harry Potter. I'm going to talk about us being very cautious about what we write and what we share, because we're literally, that reality is manifesting super, super quickly. And it was something that came out this week, but everything happens for a reason, and I'm glad that it did. If any of you have questions about anything out in 3D that may not be acceptable on this platform, please use code words use like the V, use Team D, that kind of thing, just because that's one of the things I wanted to talk about it opening up portals and that energy coming in. I did a prayer before this session. I'm not going to light any candles or anything today, but I'm going to just mist us, and I just asked for the various highest vibration for whoever watches this whenever. And if there's anyone that pops on that's not of a high vibration, I'll block them, or anyone else can block them as well. I'm going to talk about some information that came in for me last night and some others. And things like interference. There's a lot of interference, especially. Yeah, I've been thinking about this for a while, but I'm glad that Roshni and I had a little talk about this today, so that's good, and I'll talk about that. Okay, let me talk about these cards first, then I'm going to talk about the specials that I have on right now to help you all prepare and be the best version you can be, starting in January, to help you all move forward. And then I'm going to start going through the list, okay, and then we'll do the Q&A. So yesterday I pulled some cards for Telegram, and then I ended up going on Facebook and did a Facebook Live. And the main chakra that came in was the throat chakra for both of us, which is key right now because it is the gatekeeper between the heart chakra and the upper chakra. So right now, my pituitary and pineal gland, my third eye, and my crown chakras are going through an overhaul because of the clearing of old programs that I've been really working on intensely since the 1111 gateway, which I call unplugging from the matrix. And it's like my whole system is now just trying to focus on that. The class we had on Telegram before the solstice really kicked it off for me as well. And Roshni, I know she's going through quite a little upgrade right now as well. Sometimes it's just what our body needs to do to prepare us to move forward, and then we have clarity. So the first card that I pulled yesterday for all of us was number 30, which is tomorrow 30th, and it's Will, and this is like a tortoise or a turtle, and the message that I received was, okay, geez, the saying has just gone out of my head. Slow and steady. So the tortoise moves at a slow and steady pace, which is what we've all been doing. And right now we're working on new ways of expressing ourselves, being assertive, self-control, guidance, and direction. All right. So it is connected also to our solar plexus, which is helping us step back more into our power, more into being sovereign beings, which we've all been working on gradually, but now we're going into this mastery of accelerated taking out as much as possible so that we absolutely have clarity and we're feeling fully loved and supported. Okay. Next card that came in is the throat chakra, which is today, the 29th. Isn't that a beautiful card? Yeah. So absolutely. I didn't even know when I woke up this morning if I was going to be able to speak because I didn't really have a voice yesterday, but my voice is back online. And it's going to get stronger. And today is the 29th. So that's just confirmation that the throat chakra right now is one of the key chakras we're all healing on many levels. Okay. And we're learning. It's like we're taking off our training wheels and we're trying different things, and we're seeing kind of what is happening, what's manifesting. And I'll talk a little bit about that shortly. Okay. And then the overall Archangel Raphael came in with resolution, which is what we all, as humans on Earth, New Year's Eve is coming up, and many of us have over the years created resolutions, which I now call, I say our intentions, our prayers. So we're working on that now. We're going to start thinking about that now. We're absolutely healing our heart chakra, like levels of wounding been there for lifetimes are just like flaking off right now. And so some of you may or may not have gone through some intensity, and that might be coming up as well. So we've got the star systems for all starseeds. We have, light language and different languages with the dolphins and the whales because they telepath with each other as well. And the ocean, and to drink lots of water and lots of fluids. So I don't know if anybody here on the call has any inclination about what's going on with the astrology, because that's usually a reflection of what we're all experiencing. I know there's been some solar flares, but I had a very clear dream last night. And I forgot all about it until somebody talked about their dream on Telegram. So yeah. So if you haven't joined me on Telegram, please come over whenever you can, because it's a lot of fun over there, and we can talk about many things at a deeper level. And last night it just felt like there was many levels and layers that started to clear. So like we never know what's there. We never know what's going to come to the surface until it hits us and it comes to the surface and we're triggered. And then we realize like it's another coat, another layer that we're taking off, right? Okay, so that's what I wanted to share about that. So yeah, let me just check in with the tribe and see how everybody's doing. And just say aloha again. Aloha to Roshni, aloha to Sue. You're welcome. Yeah, so Roshni's just talking about interference. So if any of you reach out to me and you don't hear from me, like you email me, I check my email multiple times a day. If you don't hear from me, I'm getting interference with my email. So I'm going to be creating a new email. But if you email me and you don't hear from me within, by the end of the day or within, 8 hours, I haven't got your email. So message me another way, either re-email me, message me another way, like on Messenger. And like I said, I'm going to be setting, you can also message me on Telegram and just let me know, or Instagram as well, because what I've been finding is that there's been interference. Some of my emails are not getting out and some aren't coming in. And I've been noticing that for a little while, but it's getting a little bit, it's getting clearer about what's happening. Sometimes our intentions. So I'm going to set up another email with a different site, a different secure site. So I'll let you all know about that. But I wanted to make sure I talked about that because that's what Roshni brought. Roshni and I have been emailing for a couple of days and we weren't getting each other's messages. Sharon, hi Sharon. She's in Canada too. Roshni, me too. So Roshni's like, yeah. So like words like sick. That's okay. That's an old word that we've used for a long time. Our bodies are literally releasing programming. It'll often, that's what I talked to somebody else today. Our ascension symptoms and our upgrades and our downloads will often look like a flu or a cold. And it's just our body shedding old energy. So it releases with fluids and mucus and all sorts of fun things. So it is releasing a lot of programming. And that's why usually if we do have a flu or a cold, when we get out the other side, we feel so different because we are different. We've also been forced to take care of ourselves. We're forced to kind of stop and slow down and really focus on ourselves. So I understand, Roshni, and I hope that you're feeling better soon. What else did I want to share about that? So yeah, so somebody was asking about that. The other thing is that we're also releasing a lot of toxins that I was talking about yesterday. So we've had, and I talk sometimes about like psychic attacks or whatever. All of us as lightworkers and starseeds on one level or another are dealing with infiltration of our energy through food, water, chemtrails, personally coming through other people. There's a new thing out in 3D. But what my message was is that there's an excretion of new proteins that everybody is having to assimilate, basically. So that's what my body has been doing. Besides the releasing of old belief systems, which we did a huge amount in the class on the 21st or just before it, we're all integrating the new protein release that's out in the public. So it's connected to technology. It's connected to large groups of people, like when we go grocery shopping and we're around lots of people. The masks don't do anything because it's airborne, and our system can take it in many other ways as well. So we're, as becoming these light galactic human beings, our immune system can handle it, but it's going to go through a process when they throw something new at us. It's going to take some time to integrate some of it. So I recall before spring of 2020, before the whole global announcement was made, I got hit with the original one because I lived in the same area where there were a lot of people, and a lot of people were still traveling, right? Still traveling to and fro. A lot of people were coming from other continents and coming here, and they were bringing it with them, which is normal. And then it was labeled afterwards. But I want to tell you, I started to piece it together that it was connected to the technology. It was connected to the 5G. And it took my body a couple of weeks to get through it, to get my energy back. And I also had to go see my acupuncturist to help bring my system online. So it was something that was different. It was something that was very intense. It was something that knocked me off my feet for 2 weeks. Like all I could do was sleep. So I knew that there was something. And when I actually did see my acupuncturist, he knew what it was as well. We had a long talk about it before everything closed down. So it's kind of like that now. We're being hit with like another level that we're having to, our immune system is going, what is this? What do I do with this? So we're working through all that, and it's going to be okay. We're going to get through it. And it's like our body has to adapt to what is going on. It's going to be fine. But I do know for sure that there's going to be some more technology testing around January 5th. That was something I was given. So just everyone to be aware of that, and that you might be coming across other people who are not feeling well right now. So people are going to label it different things. Out in 3D, they're calling it this other label, which is to instill fear. It's another fear thing. The interesting thing is that new name is actually connected to an old video game that you can also go and do some research about. And that video game was not about very nice beings. It was about Team D. So it's all, there's always many levels to the story and what's going on, for sure. Okay. So I wanted to just share about that. Oh yeah, and that was just me talking about Tarashni. So I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, me too. I'm getting better slightly too. I'm drinking lots of fluid. Hello, Albuquerque, and currently in Phoenix. Welcome, Standing Bear. Nice to see you, Rebecca. Sharon also lost her voice, and right side of your head pressure. Yeah, and I've got the left side. Interesting. So what I determined, Sharon, and you can, when you meditate, you can check into this. I determined that I had a soul contract created before I came in to experiencing things on my left-hand side, and then I would notice the pattern. So I released that as of last night as well. I've been doing lots of releasing this week. Okay, let me just see if I can bring the comments back. There we go. There we go. Minus 32 Celsius. Very cold. 333. Yay. Yay, Carol. Welcome. Yes. And yes, I know. And the thing is that many of us are at the 144,000, and the 144,000 code has been activated in many other souls too. So it's a super exciting time, which is why I make sure that that's in my title now as well. So Jupiter's in Pisces is supposed to be positive now. So feeling, Sue, is on an emotional level, we're being shown in a mastery perspective. What do we need? What do we still need to tidy up? So I was shown last night that there were still levels of grief in my heart about lost family members, about my niece that passed away this year, that changed everything. It was a game changer because it was unexpected. Yeah, so I was just like, anything that was left sort of in and around in my heart that wasn't source love was brought to the surface. And it's not fun when we're kind of going through that energy. But Jupiter's in Pisces. Okay, so what's interesting about that, I'm going to go look into that too, because Pisces is a water energy, but we're leaving, that makes sense now. We're leaving the Pisces era. We're into the age of Aquarius. So if Jupiter's gone into Pisces, that's not its regular sign, I don't believe. You can correct me on this. I'm not an astrologist. I'm just trying to remember. But Jupiter is one of the biggest planets in our solar system, which impacts our chakra system. So that makes sense that I felt like there was some kind of big movement to help us with our clearing out as well. So we're all clearing out right now, one way or another, for sure. Aloha, G Rose. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Sue, I'm putting organic lemon and fresh ginger in my smoothie, and I feel it's helping with the shift from our class. Yes, and I actually need to, okay, that's a good point, Sue. So I've been guided about ginger too. I haven't been able to get to the store to get any since before Christmas. I had some ginger tea, but I've gone through it. But I have been using lemon. I went in fresh lemon. I've been putting lemon in my tea as well. So that's been helping too, I feel, as well. So lemon, that's super important. And I've also, Sue, I was guided to go and get some ginger and make fresh ginger as well. So you're doing perfect. So much kidney issues. Yeah, I feel like the kidneys are connected to our root chakra. They're connected to our adrenals. And I agree, G Rose. I agree that the kidneys, oh yeah, I'm getting goosebumps. So we're supposed to talk about this. The kidneys are also connected to our meridian system. They do carry a lot of chi, and they do also go offline and are clearing stuff out when there's a lot of fear, either personally or collectively. We are clearing a lot of fear programs, absolutely, whether we label them fear, traumas, PTSD, whatever we label them. Hi, Ginger in California, welcome. Hi, Christine. You're integrating so much the last 2 weeks. Fever that came and went 2 times in 1 week. Yeah, Christine, you actually gave me the heads up what was coming. So So your son, and yeah, I remember both the throat chakra and the third eye. Yeah, and I've been getting it. Throat chakra. Hi, Erica. Throat chakra, third eye. So I feel like our third eye, this whole mechanism right now is getting a complete overload. It's like we've taken our car into the shop, and they've been telling us that everything needs to be replaced. Like that was the message that I got for sure. So, and Erica, how are you feeling? Because I know that you were kind of ahead of the game too. So 5G was turned on here just before our last class. Yes. Yeah, my understanding is like it's been on here for a while, but there's supposed to be some big global test around the 5th of January. So, but most of us we've already adapted to it. So I know that we're going to be okay, but I feel it's going to be impacting more people that have had this. And this isn't to create fear. That's what they're actually testing, to be honest. Yes, I agree, Christine. Triggering so much in the mental state and injury body, absolutely. Oh, well, Roshni, if you have some strange symptoms, share them. I bet you they're not strange at all. Not with this crew. Not with this crew. So Sharon, my lower back was freezing and affecting upper legs. Asked the universe for help and heat came and it went away. Yeah. So we have different versions of why we get cold. It is our plasma light body being activated. It's almost as if, like if you watch sci-fi movies, they put people in these stasis states, and everything is very, very cold to kind of keep it a certain level to change it. So that was with me too, right? So if you think about when you were a kid, you would get the chills, right? So now it's like it's so cold. Like, so as soon as this cold weather came, it's like, oh, I can't handle both. So I was actually living in my bathtub, which really, really helped actually. And I feel like my heat has come back on now as well. But the real cold where you just feel it in your entire being is, yeah, it's a lot to do with big changes going on for sure. I did, Roshni, I did. Yeah, I got your replies for sure. I haven't looked for a while, but I did. I looked a half an hour ago. So, Xtina M. Hi. Last week I went through a large purge of emotions going through the depths, had to feel through it for days. And now I feel it's leveled up. I was feeling I was feeling really good till last night. But I have to tell you, I started another group, intensive chakra last night, and I put myself on the grid too. So that's what brought a bunch of stuff up to the surface, and it brought it up late, and it probably was connected to Jupiter going into Pisces, which I wasn't aware of. Yeah, Christina's saying she felt the grief in her heart fell away today as well. Good. Yeah, yeah, me too. I had one of those nights where it felt so heavy for a couple of hours. I thought I just don't want to do this anymore. But I know it never lasts, and I just put some binaural beats on and had my crystals, and my kitty came to spend time with me, and I got through it. But it just, to me, sometimes I want to share with you. I feel there's an intense focus on all of us right now to really put us through the ringer by our guides, but also by the other team that's also connected, Team D, because they really want to derail all of us. They would rather have me quit. They would rather not be on live today or not help any of you. That would bring them a lot of joy, but I'm not a quitter. So I just told them, go away. Okay. I'm working for the universe and source. I'm not working for them. Okay, so standing bear. I juice celery every morning and whole lemon. Perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. I know a lot of people that use celery juice. That's great. Oh, good. Roshni's saying she ran out of trace minerals. I haven't been, hydration is important. I wasn't going to talk about it today. I haven't been using as many trace minerals, but we go through stages, right? And you're in summer now, Roshni, so you're in a different temperature group than I am, right? So I absolutely in the summer needed them more, and I will take them. But now I'm getting more of what I need from like the lemon and vitamin C and stuff like that. But yeah, when the weather is hot, we sweat more and we need more. Erica's better. Good. I'm glad you purged and you leveled up. Fantastic. I'm glad to hear that, Erica. That's awesome. Fresh ginger. Yes, I'm actually being guided to go get some fresh ginger. So you're all reminding. So I will do that next time I'm out. Yeah. Yeah, Xtina. So loneliness, despair, self-worth, unworthiness, self-doubt, abandonment, you name it. So I feel some of it is the stuff that we're releasing, but some of it I feel has been this huge focus of like, let's dump this on all the starseeds and the light workers and see if they can get through this. I also felt like a bunch of us were kind of pulled down into the fourth dimension unknowingly, because that's another thing that the team likes to do. They like to bring us down and like kind of stand on us. So we are in a lower vibration, and then all this strange stuff can happen, right? So that's what kind of happened this week, but that's okay. It's all initiations, and as long as we can pull ourselves out pretty quick and we know what's going on, it's fine. So she's got a surge of passion back. She's eating healthy. Me too. I woke up today. Can't stop, won't stop. I love it, Erica. That's awesome. And yeah, we're all going through the same thing. That's right. Yeah. Well, my team told me on Monday that I'd be going live today, but I couldn't see it because I wasn't feeling great. So yeah. Okay, let me just do a little housekeeping for everyone, and then I'm gonna talk about the things on my list. And yeah, so if anybody is interested in working with me one-on-one or being part of the classes or having the distance healing chakra healing to prepare for 2022, there's availability, there's specials on my website. The soul mission sessions are for me to help you really move forward and level up and release any programming in any of the chakra systems and bring the 22nd chakra system online for you. So there's packages on my website for 1 session or 3 sessions. Any of the sessions can be a focus of anything that will help you at this time. There's also distance healing sessions, because those sessions right now are, I can do multiple things, including release cords and soul contracts that your higher self is ready. That's the quantum healing, that your higher self is ready for you to like release. And also, find out if there's any heavy metals and parasites and all sorts of things. So check out all of that. And there's also pet healing. And let me just see what else I wrote down. It's like I can't even read my writing anymore. Yeah, so check all that out. And if you have any questions, please email me. There's going to be the next group of Telegram classes as well, where we'll go deeper into unplugging from the matrix, and I'll talk more about that. So I'm super excited. So if you're called and you really want to ramp up and move, even if you watch this later, you want to ramp up and move into 2020, I've got some availability, and I'm actually... My favorite actually is the packages of like the soul mission or working with you for more than 1 session, because that there's such a change like once a week or once every 2 weeks to really help you surge forward. So you can check that out. Okay. So let's just talk. I want to just talk about some of the things that they guided me to talk about today. We talked about ascension symptoms. Sometimes it's ascension symptoms, sometimes it's our body purging, but we are dealing with a lot of toxicity. We're dealing with things that they want to stop us. So we're dealing with heavy metals and parasites and pathogens. We're dealing with something called hydrogel and smart tech, AI tech. So we are to stay at a high frequency as best we can, because otherwise what will happen is at some point, depending on who we're around or what we're doing, it's almost like they put this kind of invisible netting over us, the other team, and we don't know it, but we'll feel disconnected and we'll start to feel weird. And we'll also, that is the same as the graphene and the nano. It's the black stuff that starts to click together, and then and I'm going to talk more about that in the classes, and I can talk about that in personal sessions, but it too, it gets programmable. So a million years ago, I was a computer programmer. A million years ago, I took AI as a subject, and it's so interesting because I never liked it. I liked the if it was going to be used for good, but for whatever reason, I remember thinking, oh, I don't know about this, right? So anyway, that's what that's all about, and that's what the big experience is as well, okay? So we're eyes wide open, wide awake, absolutely aware of all the agendas, and we move forward anyway to help ourselves, the collective. So let's talk about portals. So there's portals that we're all going to together, but we actually can open up our own portals by setting intentions and aligning our chakras, releasing. So the big release we did as a class, or if any of you have already come for some of the distance healing, in a way, it's like we're taking off a layer of clothing. So a layer goes, like peeling the onion, and then that aligns us with a higher frequency, different frequency, and then a different timeline. So in essence, we've quantum jumped, we've moved into a different timeline, okay? what I wanted to talk about was and this happened with someone on YouTube, and there's no judgment at all. Actually, I was really grateful after it happened. So I shared that transmission about soul missions, and I brought in soul mission messages for all groups, the collective, all of us as Starseeds and Lightworkers, and then Twin Flames as well. So there's really positive messages there for Twin Flames. And then when I was out, someone had posted a comment with one of the lower vibrational words. And what that did, which I didn't understand, was, and I was at the shopping mall picking up something for dinner, and I just got a notification. So I looked at it and I immediately deleted the comment. And the reason I did that is because right away, my reality when I was there went sideways. I suddenly had some weird experiences with people, and I knew something was up, but I was also very tired. So I just got what I needed to do and left. What I realized afterwards, I talked about this yesterday on the Facebook Live. So at about 4 a.m, I had some visitations from these beings. And I have no fear about this now because I've been dealing with this for myself for a few years. I've been helping some of you, especially this is why the distance quantum healing came in, because if any of you are feeling under attack, or your third eye's opening and you are seeing this, you're not imagining things. That's why most of us are third eyes. It's been a very gradual process because there is a lot of dark matter still on the planet. So when they pull us down into this vibration, we can see them. So I had visitations in my apartment. So I got up, I made a cup of tea, I brought my team in, the dragons, found out why they were there, and they left. Why I deleted the comment was because I realized that it opened a portal. I explained that to the soul and on Facebook yesterday. So we're to be incredibly conscious about what we're saying, writing, and thinking, because it's manifesting like that, and that's what they want. So when I talk about the 22 chakra system now, it's because they've figured out a way to infiltrate Team Light. So they figured out a way to come in and lay these overlays on our chakras, including the higher ones, up to 12, sometimes 13. I got 13 this morning. I had to clear out to confuse us, to feel like we're okay until we go and try and manifest something, and then nothing happens. So I went through my entire system. This was all news to me. So on the 1111 gateway, I went through my entire system all the way up to the 22nd chakra system, knowing that finally that system, the reason it's important is because we were aware that at some point they may have infiltrated the 12 chakra system, and we would no longer be able to connect with our guides clearly, or the source clearly. So what they've done is we're in a matrix, we're in like a holographic reality that seems very real. And what they've done is we figured out a way out of it by going higher vibration, by going to the higher chakras. They figured out a way to come in and overlay these chakras without our awareness, because what they did was they mirrored our reality. So they mirrored some of our guides, they mirrored some of our sayings, but then some of us ended up like spinning around. I'll come up with a better analogy, but basically they flipped our reality. So we felt like we were still ascending, but we weren't. A bunch of us were kind of in a holding pattern, and some of you might still be, and that's okay. So I'm literally checking myself like 3 or 4 times a day now, just to make sure. And I had to go through that again this morning, which is fine. Yeah, it's becoming just part of my routine now. So that's part of it. So that's what I figured out yesterday. And so what I did on my walk yesterday, after I shared with everyone, because it wasn't to upset the person. So I'm the only one administrating all my social media. And I do make sure that it's cloaked every day, but sometimes I don't have time to check it a bunch of times during the day. So apparently this soul also had visitation from these beings, and that's how they got through. And however long that comment was on my YouTube channel, which I can't remember, it opened up a portal to my YouTube channel. So what I did was last night I did a healing and a clearing around it as well. And it's so interesting, because if you had told me a couple of years ago that I'd be looking at these beings and communicating with them, I said no. But this is going to take me to another topic. So last night I was guided to watch The Matrix. I haven't watched it in years. It came out in 1999. I found out one of my best Lightworker friends worked on the movie set, which is amazing. So I don't know if any of you have seen it or watched it recently, but it's worth a go back. I'm going to actually rewatch it again and take notes. It is a documentary. Many of these movies were downloads about what were to expect, or what is actually happening in other dimensions to prepare us. So this movie was created in 1999. So to me, it was a download of the holographic reality, which we're all in. And then when he got out of the matrix, it actually showed a not very nice reality, but he learned a lot, Neil learned a lot of the truth about many, many things. To me, that's the fourth dimension. So it's when I talk about being unplugged from the matrix, and if you've watched that movie, I don't want you to expect that that's where we're going. We're far beyond the fourth dimension. But the fourth dimension is where everything goes bump in the night. The fourth dimension is when people do start waking up, and then they want to bring in things to scare us, to help us shut down and just stay closed and just go back to being programmed and being told what to do. So I'm actually really, really excited to see the latest one, because I want to see what else is channeled in for them. But what I have to share you, what I was so excited about, was the opening when the numbers came across the screen. So the digital numbers were 555 0690, and that was just like, whoa. So I have been seeing 555 non-stop since November, and now I know that it's all connected with that. Okay, so when I share about unplugging from the matrix, I'm talking about any programming that they've placed on our meridian to control our meridian system, to control our chakra system, to make us think that we're connecting to our guides and our higher self, but we're not, and then they play with us. So yeah, that's that's the level of work that I'm working on now, to help you all move through that as well. So they're not happy about that, but it doesn't matter. I'm sovereign, and I'm managing me and my reality, so I can help you all manage yours, and bring you tools to do that too. And then I brought up the example of the Harry Potter movies, which were also on the other night. So any of these movies is information channeling in about the fight between light and dark. And there's a lot of truth to many of them, okay? So Harry Potter, the first movie is pretty magical. There's a little bit of dark stuff in there, but then, of course, there's a dark arts teacher, right? If you haven't seen it, there's all these professors, and one of them is dark arts. And then because as wizards and witches, they need to know how to protect themselves through various situations. So then what I shared was, if we think about in those sets of movies, they always said, don't speak the name of the head evil person, because actually what that did was it invoked the energy, and it opened up like a cell call, went right to that person, and then that person could come in. It opened up a portal. So that's what I was trying to share yesterday, is we've been told to speak our truth, and we've been told to say this, that, and the other thing, but we're to be very conscious now about what we share and what we speak and what we write, because if we talk about, just use code words. Because if we talk about it in certain terms, depending on what your role is, it will open up a portal and will bring that energy to you. So what I shared with that soul last night, it was a good lesson for all of us, that we have to be really, really conscious about even what we write, and that it's not necessary. We've been programmed to be clear and write what something is. And I started doing this with people a long time ago, because another thing they want us to do is they want us to gossip. So they want us to use someone's full name, because we're supposed to, when we're talking to someone, we want to use the full name of the person. But then what happens is that energy becomes like a loop, and it goes back to them, and then it comes back to you. So I started using like letters for people a long time ago, because sometimes we do want to share with other people. We're sharing examples, but we don't maybe necessarily want to bring their name into it, because it's like a cell call. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share, just as some examples. So the 22 chakra system, the information was starting to be brought in way back in 2004, so that myself and many of us could just go and grab it, because it's like an emergency new system now for us to have a better, clearer connection with source and our guides as well, okay, outside of the matrix. So basically they've built something to infiltrate our higher chakras that I've been working with since 2011. And we're just to be aware that we're working through clearing all that out. Okay, so always question the information you're being given by your higher self, by your guides. And if it doesn't make sense, then just question it, and question them as well, all right? I remember I had a client years ago, I don't even know if she's still on this channel, and she was having all sorts of interesting beings that would just show up, like when she was traveling, and they would say weird stuff to her. So she actually started saying to them, "Are you of the light?" And she gave that tools to me, and she said, like, when you say that to any being, including an invisible being who's supposed to be one of your guides, they have to answer you. And if they don't answer you, then you can just say, well, then you're not who I think you are, and you can go now. So yeah, this is part of our mastery. This is part of our mastery. Okay, let me just see what else came in. I think that's it. I think that's all I wrote. So I'm going to check in with all of you because I've already been on talking for 40 minutes. And then I was thinking I might pull a card or two for everyone. Either like, if you're interested, you can just say I gave you permission, or just write permission. Or write if you would like to know if there's a 20-second chakra activation that's going on for you right now, and or if you would like a message about your soul mission or a message from your guides, just like a one card thing. I just thought I would do that today. See how everybody is. So let me see. Oh, I'm just reading. Sharon said 144,000 adds up to a 9. Yeah, which is about completion, right? Yeah, and that's a Tesla number too. So the 369 frequency of Tesla is really important. Binaural beats right now is really helping to heal me. I've been listening to 528 hertz, which is the DNA healing, a magic and a miracles frequency. The 741 hertz is for like releasing toxins, and if you've got a fever and that kind of thing, it's aligning with that. And then I listened to an even higher frequency to help heal my pineal and pituitary upgrades. So, okay, let me just check out and see if there's anything else. So we're purging all sorts of things right now. We're purging a lot of toxins, parasites. Most of this is energetic. Yes, so the nanotech and the parasites are connected. They're energetic. Yeah. Let me just see. My NO2s were black for a few days at my worst part of the purge. What are NO2s? That sounds interesting, Roshni. Yeah, we're all going through so much. Did anybody ever watch the X-Files? They showed the black goo way back then. So they were preparing us. There's also, if you are on DuckDuckGo, go and look for any videos on graphene oxide. A lot of scientists out there who are conscious have been doing these tests with the graphene oxide, so you can see what that's all about. It is a black goo. It ends up almost like forming like a little worm, a black worm. It is absolutely able to be detoxed, and I can actually start that process through the quantum sessions. And somebody has just done a video about San Pellegrino water. And it's in that. It's really fascinating. Yeah, it's super fascinating. I don't drink fizzy water, but I definitely am not going to drink it anymore. So, okay. So yeah, so Roshni, let me know what NO2s were black for a few days. That's okay. That means stuff is coming out. That's good. Yes, poverty thinking. Yes. Yeah, it's a program, and it's a program. So, and they know that, right? They know it's ancestral. They know that they can bring it. They know with us that we came in to learn about that. And that's something when you can pray about and ask to be released from that too. Good, Sharon. Yeah, it's super, super cold right now. I think too, like, I mean, part of the weather manipulation is if it's super cold, that people won't go outside. So Standing Bear, you've leveled up so much recently. Okay, let me just go back to the hired out family toxic and want to stuff me back into my small box. No way. Yeah, no, too woke now. Sorry. Didn't we release the film Net etc. in our class? We did, Sue, but they can bring it back. Oh yeah. They can bring it back. Yep. It's one of the things I check daily. Yeah. And it depends where we are. Depends where we are, where we're out. And the thing is, I think every time they make an announcement about a new variant, it's connected to another level of the netting, right? So all we needed to be is just at a grocery store. Who knows, right? They're testing it in all sorts of different ways. They want everybody. They don't just want the people who have decided to take this. They want all of our. They want to control all of our souls basically, and they're fighting till the nth degree to do it. The Earth has shifted to fourth dimension now. Oh, that's good. I mean, I hear so many different stories about, and this is my take on it. Oh, that makes sense, Sharon. So yes, so we've hit, yeah. So the Matrix was about the AI technology, and Neo went beyond that, and this whole group of them were beyond that. They left like the holodeck, the hologram, and then they were out of that matrix, but then they were always like being chased or on the move from these other beings because they were woke, they were awake with what was going on. And then I feel like I haven't seen Resurrection, maybe some of you have, but I feel like that's like the next level after that for sure, right? So again, it's about light versus dark for sure. So that makes sense, Sharon. Yeah, that the Earth in a way is at the fourth dimension now because it's about us choosing our soul or choosing to be programmed. Yeah. Dealing with people purged on, so just trying to dodge that. Perfect, Christine. Words are spells. Absolutely. Absolutely. But they're not only spells now, they will activate a reality. So that's really, really good to know. So I know I've talked about in the past, like saying, because we're very powerful beings, to speak our manifestations out loud. I'm just in the process now of connecting with Source and then telepathing with him or her or that energy instead, to keep it stealth and underground. I don't feel that, and we're to cloak ourselves as well. And I don't feel that they can infiltrate that. Um, Sharon, I've been watching Jane, very different on what's happening worldwide. How dark. Yeah. Sharon, I haven't watched her for a while. I haven't had time and I haven't been able to, but I watched her Janine and Raven, Sending Ravens. I watched her non-stop for like a year, but I've had to kind of pull out of that energy right now because I'm being given different information right now too. Uh, are the creators of the Matrix movie Lightworkers? Yeah, but I don't think that they're conscious of it. So I wanted to share with you all these movies that came out. I mean, think about Star Wars. That the first Star Wars movie came out in 1977. Now I know that that information too was a download to prepare us. Like, how better to prepare us for life from other planets than to watch movies where we see all these different beings, right? And there's many beings on the planet who are here already, but they're cloaked as humans for whatever reason, so that we don't freak out. So yes, they are light workers, but are they aware of it? Probably not. I saw 555 11 minutes app here, loved it. Yeah, if you all get a chance to watch The Matrix, please watch it. I remember the first time I watched it, I thought it was okay, but I mean, they really focus on all the fight scenes. That's the Hollywood thing. That's why I didn't love 2 or 3, because there was just so much more of that. But now I see it differently. I see it for what it is. I wasn't even really paying attention to any of that. I was paying attention more to what they were saying and what they were doing. Yeah. So yeah. Erica, finishing guys. Okay. Okay, sure. I'm just gonna check everyone's comments and then I'll pull some cards for everyone. Oh, awesome. Yay. Okay, everybody's saying yeah. That's good. Oh, interesting. Okay. Thanks, Roshni. Well, that's okay. That means that's whatever you were pushing out, you're pushing out. That's so cool. Okay. Ginger, interactions with people have been challenging. Verbal attacks, energy has been, yeah. The attacks are that energy, Ginger, coming through other people because they know they can get to you. So then when we step back and we go, oh, okay. So I had this last year, a couple of times through different people, they were guided to yell at me. And I remember thinking, gosh, it was weird because it really throws your whole system into like a PTSD mode at the moment because you're not expecting it. And then what I realized is like that's one of their games too, because they know that they can come in and kind of throw our energy off. Yeah, so they know in a way that they can get to you that way. We only drink artesian water now. We have a few sources in Christchurch where we can get good, fantastic Roshni. And the other good thing with water is we have really great water here too. And they changed the filtration system because it comes from the mountains, but they changed the filtration system a few years ago and they ozonate it now, which is good. And the other good thing is if you say affirmations or prayers over your water, it also raises the vibration as well. So that's really good to do too, in case you're somewhere where you can't do that. Yes, Sue, I know. Yeah, I hope that you're okay. I felt like you were going to, hopefully everything went okay. And you were doing major light work at the hospital, and I understand. I went through a whole year of that with my mom, and it was so draining, and it probably took me another year to recover from that. So thank you. Um, you've had some hair loss, yeah. How do we cloak ourselves? We seal our energy with a higher frequency than what we were doing. So yeah, I would even just, if you want to just connect with your creator and just ask to be protected. Prayer right now is one of the big keys. And that was one of my big lessons this year. My dad's on the other side. He's part of my team. And he's like, told you, daughter. But he came at it from a very religious perspective. So I went, no. But prayer right now is our get out of free card, because when you pray, you're praying to a higher version, a higher energy, and that energy can then come in and raise you and surround you with love. And the other team doesn't want to be around the love vibration, right? They want to keep us at a very low vibration, because then they can come in and play with us. It's all a game. Hiya, me. So cloaking, sealing, protecting your energy. Let's see. A lot of cognitive dissonance for GBJ. People have been dumping all their, yeah, they're, I think too, I've just withdrawn, and I'm not talking to a lot of people about anything right now. I was with some, before I moved here, I was with some people who got the third one of this, and as soon as they got that, I knew, one, I was going to be integrating what they were excreting. Two, within an hour of them both getting it, they wanted to know if I had gotten it. And I thought, well, that's interesting. So I just smiled and changed the subject. And I thought that wasn't even them. They were actually literally given a command to put me on the spot. So fascinating. Yeah. So really good people. I actually said prayers for them, and I said I hope that they got like a saline version for sure. Yeah, I think there's no point, Hayami, in trying to reassure them anymore. If they, especially if they've gone for the booster, it's like 99% game on for them. Thank you. Let me see, Hayami. A lot of ego-driven people can't believe they made their. No, well, it's not even about the ego. It's about this is where the compassion comes in. Their souls and their ancestral line hasn't believed in anything for thousands of years. They've been down here going around in circles on the dark planet for thousands of years. So they don't have anything. They don't have any faith in anything. And so their faith is in science. Their faith is in the politicians. That's what they've been programmed to do. So they have to be at a point where they're willing to start to see the glitches in the matrix. So it's quite exciting, actually. So yeah, Hayami, if I were you, I would just even pull out and not even try anymore. There's no point. Just send them love and light. It's like what I do is, like, if I know people are going to go get it and I love them, I say a prayer for them that they get like a false one and they have an awakening through it. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Let's go through the list, and I'll pull a message for you all. See, this is exciting. Okay. I'm just gonna have time to just pull one. Let's go. Hi, Sherry K. Hi, Alexander. And by the way, if you've had this, there's no judgment about that. But if you're here, you're still seeking answers. That's good. And I have been working with people that have gotten one or two, and they want to be detoxed from it. So yeah, okay, which is awesome. And I've been guided to do the distance healing for now around it, because it's more protective for both you and me, or whoever, if you've got a family member or friends, because I can cloak myself and I can cloak the energy so the other team doesn't know what I'm doing. It is talking to inorganic mind controlled. Yes, absolutely. That's not judgment. That's why the Matrix is so good, because it just, yeah. I'm gonna watch it again. Okay. Yeah, I was just blown away. And then I talked to my friend today, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I worked on the movie set." And I was like, "Of course you did." Her life has been a movie. Her life has been a movie. Oh my God. And her and I have been giggling. Who knew when we lined up for all of this and signed up for all of this and we thought, oh, I'm a light worker, I'm a starseed, love and light, la la la. And who knew that we'd be in this other level of the game now? And we have to be so woke that we have to know what's going on all levels. All right, let me see. People perching on this are just trying to dodge. Yeah, we're playing dodgeball right now, basically. Okay, I'm going. Let's see. Okay, Sue, let's go to Sue first. Sue, what would you like? Oh, let's go to Erica first. Sue, I'm not sure what kind of cards you would like. So, what your guides would like. Okay, so they're gonna guide me if I should pull a chakra message for you as well, and just see where. Let's just ask what chakra is important for you right now as you're preparing for 2022, and then I'll pull another message for you as well, Erica. All right, number 4, root chakra, home. Okay, root chakra home. Oh, I love that photo. It's so sweet. So your home is very important to you right now. It's your shelter, your safety, and you're to nurture yourself and keep yourself warm. So right now, so the 4th chakra is the heart chakra, but your heart is wherever our heart is, that's where our home is the message that's coming through. And that it's been important for you to learn to nurture yourself. And yeah, okay. So I just want to see if there's anything else. And that might be the heart and the root chakra might be, no, it is, they're saying. So the heart and the root chakra right now are connected, and that's what you're healing and you're working on right now. Okay, let's pull a message from your guides, the Great Gathering. Great Gathering. So it's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribe. And that's, I believe, an answer to what you've been trying to manifest as well. So that's beautiful. Awesome. They're just guiding me to put some of these other cards back. So I have the throat chakra in the deck. Raphael back. Yeah, so that's perfect. Thank you, Erica. And all of these messages are going to help everybody today. So this is like just a little mini peek. Okay. Roshni, messages from your guides. Recently, yeah. Let's just talk about the loss of hair. That is a main ascension symptom. I've gone through periods the last couple of years where I have lost a lot of hair as well, but it comes back too when it's important, and usually it will guide us to maybe switch products and take some supplements as well. So but it definitely is part of the ascension symptom. It's like our hair has to be at a certain vibration, and we have to have like a little less at some point, and then it starts to grow back. Message from your guides. Okay, let me they're just guiding which deck. Oh, no, they're saying heart sigils. Okay. This is for Roshni. Starseed, Tesla, and Einstein. So you're part of that group as well. And the Tesla information is, I haven't even had a chance to delve in as much as I want, but there are Tesla frequencies 369 as well. So you're definitely getting your starseed activations. That's your 11th chakra. Let me just see. Okay, take me to the Work Your Light card. So that's great messages for everyone. So yeah, the 369 frequencies are really popular with the people that create the binaural beats. And keep looking for things too. But yeah, so you've been purging like me, because you're bringing more of your starseed energy online. Okay, so let's see what else they want to say for you. Lemuria, and I know you're really connected to that as well. Okay, so it says you're creating heaven on earth and it's happening. Beautiful. Okay, I love that. Yeah, so you're changing the water and everything right now, Rashi. That's important. Hi, Sherry. Just let me know. You're saying yes, but just let me know what you want, either a message from your guides or soul mission. Thanks, Sherry. Standing healing bear soul mission. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull a chakra message for you. First, standing bear. These are like prep. Oh, I have to plug in my, hold on. Okay, My battery was, at least it tells me. Oh, it must be charging. Okay. That's the other thing. When the energies start to get super strong, our devices will drain faster. Okay, so this is for standing bear. So you got the card that I just talked about. Slow and steady is the pace. Your throat chakra and your solar plexus are being recalibrated right now. Will. So number 30, expression, assertiveness, self-control, and direction. Let's come in for you. And then I'm just going to pull a life purpose card for you. And none of this is written in stone. It's just to see if there's any new insights for you. Children, okay? So that means a couple of things that you might be very drawn to working with children. You might have children, your inner child as well. Play. So you can feel into that. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. And I'm feeling too like you're very connected to everything that has happened to many of the children on the planet and that you want to make it a better place. Okay. Let's see who else. Let's see. Thank you, Global Music. It's a bunch of necklaces. Yeah, I think, yeah, Hayami, it's time to just sort of pull back and try not to even try and talk them into anything. We personally cannot. I'm just listening to Hayami. No, they have to choose to do that on their own, and or like if you had a family member and you knew that you wanted me to help them detox, I could do that on one of my sessions. But personally, no, it's like they've made this choice and they have to kind of go down that path. Sherry K, just got back from East Coast. We're so glad to be with family. Is nice too, but yeah, I know, Sherry, it's quite a shock, isn't it? Oh, whatever card. Okay. Okay, thanks, Sue. Okay, I'm getting the chakra message. You've been in hermit mode. Yeah, me too. I'm enjoying it. Been really enjoying it. Yeah. There are tons of healing over Christmas, for sure. This is for Sue. So Sue, you got number 27. Beautiful. So there's that goblet, that cup, the rainbow energy, emotional balance. Number 27, stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. So that's what your guidance is heading into 2022. And oh, yeah, they're guiding me to the life purpose cards for you. So leadership. All right. So you came in to take charge of the situation. For me right now, it means your situation, your direction, your sovereignty, your life, because lots of things have been removed as well. So yeah. Okay. Perfect. Oh, by the way, sorry, this was Heart Chakra healing right now. Okay. That's key chakra for you. Stacy, love a message from your team. Sure. Yeah. Let me just see. Heart sigils are saying. Okay. This is for Stacy. Sacral chakra. You're healing and clearing right now. And the sacral carries, we're all healing and clearing the lower chakras because they're connected to the holographic 3D reality. So the sacral carries energies when it's off balance. We don't feel creative. We don't feel joy. We don't feel passion. And it's where our energy comes from to create abundance. So that's what you're working on right now. You're healing that. And just pull up your light message for you. Whoa, flying out of the deck. Okay, 2 came out of the deck. Okay, so, and Stacey, this might have multiple messages. So it says, Anna, grandmother of Joshua, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. But I also feel too like this is like some of your maybe you have a grandma that's in the ethers or that's in your reality, but some like wise woman is part of your guide, part of your team right now, saying hello. And then the other message that flew out is mirror, mirror, who or what is triggering you. So we don't like triggers, but the triggers actually show us what we're healing and we're releasing for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Stacy. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Erica. You're welcome. Let me see what else. I've lost a ton in the last month. A hair, probably, right? Yeah, me too. Cousins so plugged into the nation. Yeah, I know. So I feel like we're shifting into this energy of mastery now, Hayami, where we're not supposed to try and talk people out of anything now and just let them go their way. Carol. Hi, Carol. Just let me know what kind of message you would like. Okay, message from you guys, please. Sure, Sherry. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do a few more. I'm going to pull a chakra message and see. There are 22 people on right now. That's awesome. Okay, number 25. Heart chakra as well. Pink and green energy. Desire, fun, fulfillment, and joy. And you're to find your passion for 2022. And then I'm going to go to the life purpose cards for you. See what comes in. Oh, that's heart chakra. Yeah, I think I said that. Emerald green and pink energy of self-love and self-care. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. So there's something, I remember our reading. Yeah, this may have even come in our reading last week. So you're to start re-looking and revisiting your passion and practice. And look, it's an angel with a musical instrument. Can't get any clearer than that. Okay. Let me see. You're welcome, Sue. Thank you, sweetie. I was freaking out too. Yeah, I was freaking out too, but I want to share with you, Sharon. My hair is coming back now, and you know what? I'm just grateful for any hair that I have on my head now, really, but a lot. Your great grandmother's name is Anna. How amazing is that? You're welcome, Carol Guides. Okay, that's awesome. I knew when it fell out that there was a reason, right? Okay, so Carol Guides. Which deck? Heart sigils. Okay. So let's see what chakra is important for you right now. Cosmic heart. So this is part of the 12th chakra system. This is connected to the thymus gland. So it's very active right now. It also might be blocked, and but it's trying to come online for sure. It's connected to our compassion. It's connected to raising our vibration and our, like I said, our immune system. Okay. Oh, this is a good message for all of us. So the thymus gland, which is where that chakra is, I've been listening to so much information this last week. I've been catching up. It's been one of the glands that's been under attack since we all started waking up. So it's, I remember I went to a naturopath many years ago and he would say, tap it. I'm going to start doing that too. But it's a gland that's the thymus gland is incredibly important for our immune system. And I don't know if you've been feeling under the weather or whatever. Oh, look at this. You got the card of protection, Carol. Okay, so it says, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. The protection is super important for all of us right now. And it's about us putting like a high frequency cloak on us daily. Yeah. Okay. Not out of fear, but just out of being stealth. Sharon, but always in hermit mode. Yeah, me too. You're welcome, Sherry. That's awesome. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Windstorm just started. Okay, so I think that's it for today. I'm going to sign off. Again, if you all want to go in deeper with your messages, reach out. If anybody wants to book a soul mission session and help jumpstart your 2022, check out my website. If you've been a previous client, there's a $25 gift card there for you as well to use the next couple days, and you can use the session in January, etc. Anyway, sending you all so much love and aloha. Thank you all. Like, subscribe, share this if this helped you. Really enjoyed our session today. I'll be back soon. Love you, everyone. Take care. Bye.